getting myself organized. Oh, it doesn't want to be there. So hello and welcome all you beautiful people. As you can see, it's dark outside. It's actually 7:30, so it's not really that early. But as you can hear, it's raining. Very wet here. So we can send some rain out over the earth. Rain is wonderful. Feeding the earth. So get myself all comfy here, and it's been a really wonderful week for me. As I mentioned to you, I started this certification program training at the emotion code, to be an emotion code practitioner. And yes, so yes, I've had these private sessions with many different wonderful people, and it's just actually you're helping me. So thank you so much to you who are doing these sessions with me, because you're helping me do my course. So I need you need to do 30 sessions with animals, 4 animals and 26 humans, and it's simply to get the training, of course. And what is so beautiful about this system is that you're using the muscle testing, and you can use what is called proxy. You can be proxy for the person, so it doesn't matter if you're in Hawaii or Greenland or wherever you are in the world, because energy has no boundaries. So as soon as you say, I would like you to help me with my emotions, with my health, I can tap into your energy, and my energy system will step aside so I can help you. It's just so incredible. And as I said in the last video, everyone can learn this. You can, I mean, children can do this. So it's really not difficult. It just takes, the self-testing takes a while to learn, and there are different ways, and I've made some videos where I show the way I use. But what a gift it has been to meet you and to help you. And I just think it's so beautiful, because we're really all helping each other. Every time a person, and that's the thing, I do not do the healing. It is yourself who chooses to heal yourself. Nobody can heal you, really, because you have to decide within you that you wish to get well and you wish to have a wonderful life. So that's also what I love about this, that I'm really not the healer. I'm just really tapping into what your body is saying and helping you release what you need to release. And that is what this is all about. I can just show you the book. And this is the Emotion Code book by this man called Bradley Nelson, who was a chiropractor for 17 years in California. And because he's very intuitive and he's a very prayerful man, he's actually a Mormon, I think. Or he is a Mormon. Doesn't matter. Because he says God is whoever you feel God is. You don't have to be a Christian or anything for this. And so anyway, as he worked with people through these 17 years, he got to see that what is really ruining our health in most cases is that we are emotionally very hurt and very destroyed, really. Or you never become completely destroyed, but what happens during our life is that because when things happen that are very difficult for us, and often it's in our early childhood, we we don't get the chance to process our feelings, and so therefore they get trapped in us. And those trapped emotions, they stress our energy system. Because we are all energy. The body is really all energy. It's really not, it's not firm matter, it's not solid matter. According to him, what scientists say is that if you want to take the solid matter of all the humans on the earth right now, it would be as big as a sugar cube. Because we are energy. We are made of atoms, as everything in the world is, and those atoms are really energy. And so an emotion is an energy, and it will go in, and when it's not processed properly, it will sit in the body, and it's actually becomes, in a way, it becomes physical in a way, because it will sit somewhere in our system. Often it's in the torso somewhere, and it will what it does is the energy, that the chi, the prana, all this life energy that wants to flow through us, and that we feel when we're joyful and we just feel like dancing around and we just feel so good, the energy is flowing really well. And when we have these trapped emotions, the energy that wants to flow well can't flow well, because it distorts the energy. And so what you do is with this muscle testing, which you can use on yourself or on the person that you're testing. If you're together physically, you can test on the person, but there's no difference. So, and what he found out is that there's 60 major emotions that we all have, and so you can, with muscle testing, you can go and figure out which emotion it is, and by stroking the meridians, I've changed it a little bit. I'm sort of making my own system out of this. I like to hold the heart, but really you can do this. Just do it if you feel you're getting stressed. Just say, I let it go. I let it go. Breathe deeply, and you will let it go. So it's so fascinating, and I think this is what I'm going to be doing the rest of my life, and I want to teach it also. I'm just making my own system out of this, using this, but I've learned so many other things, also a lot about diet and just how we treat ourselves, and I use prayer a lot. So I'm sort of making my own system, but it's just so beautiful, because when you release these emotions from the past, you become more you. Those emotions are hindering you from being you. Your true life force, your true makeup, which is really your God self. It's your divine being. Is in a way, it's being held back, or it's sort of being there's a shadow put on it, so that your true being can't really come forth. So it's really beautiful that when you release these emotions, you feel lighter, you feel freer, you feel better about being you. And of course, this changes everything. It changes your physical body, because everything is working better. Like this little machine that's, instead of going, it goes, it goes better. And your relationships with others are better, or it's easier for you to move away, say, this is over for me, this is what I want to do. You become more clear. So this is so beautiful. So we're going to talk about animals this time. So yeah, I love this, and I love these Sunday Shining, where I feel we get together and just tune in to where we are right now in life, and just feel the love, really. Feel the love. So, just get more comfortable. Just talk a little bit about our situation on the earth, and how I was just there's a website you can go on, or a YouTube channel. It's called Soulgy, SOULOGY, Soulgy One Studios. And it might not be for all of you, of course, but it is. There's some lovely things about that channel, where you can go and see a man called Todd Medina, who's really just chatting with people who are very spiritually focused. And some of them I really don't like watching, but sometimes it's good to see, because it just gives you the feeling that we're all together in this. We who wish to awaken, we're not alone, and others out there are going through the same as us, and it's not easy. And sometimes you're very lost in it. You don't really know what's going on, and other times you feel really clear and really good. He has a different perspective to me, but yeah. So I just think I'll share how I feel. It's a good way to be, and really I've said this many times before, because a lot of people who are into spirituality, they're talking a lot about what's to come and what's going to happen and what is this all about, and they're trying to understand what life is really all about, and what the plan is for the universe and all this. And as I see it, that's really not what we need. What we're really being asked to do is to relax into life, because everything has really everything has happened. All the new world has appeared, and we are in it every time we choose to step into our hearts and just be. You are in the new world. It's already here, and already now you can enjoy this new life. And as I've said so many times before, you don't have to do anything, just enjoy it. Because in 1,000 years' time, you'll be somewhere else, you'll be doing something else, but really, the journey continues. And the whole thing of trying to understand which planet am I from, or do I come from whatever, all this stuff, it's really not necessary to understand anything, really. Because, and that's what I feel very much Jesus came to teach us, and the holy people of these great traditions, is to just be present. And as it says in the Bible, be still and know that I am. God is right here where you are. And God is the power of all powers. There's no power greater than God. Out of all the galaxies and universes and planets and whatever, that is the one. And I got this on my walk the other morning. Falling into, sliding into, relaxing into the arms of the one. There is one. There is one light. And that's what we all are. We are all this one body of light, of love. There is only one. We don't have to make it so complicated. There is one, and we can see it everywhere. When the human baby is created, there is one cell, and the sperm goes into the one, so there is one. It's before it starts separating, there is one. The one is the beginning of everything, and that one, we're just being asked to return to the one, sink into the one, and let God take over. And you have your free will, and God wishes you to create, but really it will come very naturally when you let go. That's a strange thing. And that's what's very, very difficult for us to allow to happen. Let it go. The need to understand what's going to happen tomorrow, and when is the new moon, and when is the full moon, when is the new moon, all this, the need to understand all that and get it all organized. Let that go, because you don't need to know all that. All you need to know, or you don't need to know anything. Well, really, it's getting out of the knowing and into the being. Just be you. Be yourself, and feel how God is holding you. And He has been holding you all along, but when we went into hell, we forgot to sense that He was holding us. As the little story about, it's a little analogy about how we are held by God. I don't know if it's a Christian one, but it's something about some footsteps in the sand. And it's a person who's been through a lot of pain. And the person looks back at his footsteps and can see that in the beginning there were two sets of footsteps. There was their own footsteps, and there was the footsteps of God, because God was always walking alongside me. And then suddenly there's only one set of footsteps. And the person asks God, what's happened? Did I disappear, or what happened? You weren't holding me. And God says, yes, but that was during the period where I had to hold. You couldn't walk yourself, so I had to hold your whole body. So we are being held by the greatest of the greatest always, and all we need to do is just allow ourselves to feel it. And this power of all powers wishes for us to relax into ourselves, because we are divinely created. We are divine beings. We are completely pure and powerful, and it's our unique makeup that He wants. Everything, all of creation wants you to be your true self, because that's really the only gift you have to bring. It's your true self. And it is also, it's the most beautiful you. That's your true self. So, and right there where you are in your life, if you allow yourself to stop trying to understand what's happening on the earth, you can start to enjoy this moment. And that's really what we're being asked to do in this period. Enjoy being alive. Enjoy breathing. Enjoy relaxing. And if there's someone you think you can see who's sad, you see in the street, smile to them. If you feel it comes natural, just do what is natural to you. And that's that's really what the earth wants. Imagine walking down the street, maybe in a very busy street, and you see someone who's chosen this lifestyle, and see how their face is so peaceful, and they're not in a rush. They know that they're not, where they're going is not more important than where they are. And they're shining, they will shine so bright, and people won't be pushing them, because they'll have such a brightness to them that there will be all the space they need, and they will just be walking along the pavement. And imagine how it will affect you to see someone like that in all the busyness and the smoke and the smog and the mess and the chaos and the news headlines. This person, like Jesus, like Buddha, like Muhammad, like whoever, very, very holy people come walking towards you, and he's really saying, this is you. If you choose to be like this, that your goal is right here. It's always in this moment. That's the goal, just be. And of course that is the new earth way of being. The most important thing is this moment. There will never be a more important moment than this moment. You might have things you wish to do, which would be lovely to learn, lovely to see, lovely to experience. But it's by being completely, fully in this now that experience will be completely amazing. Because you'll bring this presence to that next moment when you're going on that trip, or you're going to that party, or whatever. So that's just a little thing I feel. Let's just keep it really simple and feel how good you feel. And trust that everything is healing within you. And these trapped emotions that I'm helping people release, they will release naturally, I'm sure. You don't have to have these sessions to have them released. If you do that work of just becoming present and relaxed, they will lift off you. Because, and it's also like they say that we can be possessed by entities. Like there can be people who have died. You might not believe this, but I believe that's very true. People who seem very, very unwell and maybe insane, they can very well be harboring different souls who have latched onto them. Because when we die, the soul leaves the body, but if you die, this is just a new little subject. If the person dies very suddenly or during a suicide or something, sometimes the soul can't find his way home and will latch onto someone who often is somebody who's very unhappy or who's on drugs or something, and they'll latch onto them and live in them. And of course it makes their life, those people who are living in these bodies, their life becomes really messy. And as a woman called Alba Weinman, who's working with hypnotherapy, she says all these entities leave you when you just raise your vibration. And you can do that with your free will. Say, oh, I don't want to be in all this pain and all this mess. Whatever's going on in me, I'm just going to let go. And lastly, I just felt another thing which is so important for our healing: forgive. Is there one person in your life you haven't forgiven? Is there somebody really where we need to get to the place where whoever in our lives, you imagine they come towards you. You're walking down a road and they come towards you. And we have to get to this place where we have healed so deeply that when we see them coming, we stretch out our arms to hold them and hug them. That was a bit powerful, because that's what the world needs. Forgive them. Forgive them. And as Jesus said, it says, forgive them, for they know not what they do. So we who have entered into love, to the age of love, the age of peace, we have the most work to do in a way. So now I've just said, just relax and do nothing. But it's good to just search your heart in your life as you keep things simple. Just search, is there someone I have not quite forgiven? And just take your time, don't force it. But just ask the Lord for help to forgive them. Because anybody who has been hard on you was in immense pain. So you don't have to be with these people, but just having the feeling that if I ever met them, I would hug them and love them. I have no grudges. All grudges are gone. So that's what we need to do. So this was a bit of a mixture. So I don't know if this is going to be a bit funny, but I wanted to talk about animals. So let's just have a little quiet time. Maybe we'll do our Gabriel message, because I feel the Lord wants this to be very, very peaceful, and I don't want to jam in a lot of information. So this was quite powerful for me. So let's do our Gabriel message, and we'll see if there's any more that is to be put in this video. So let's get close to the light and a little angel or something. Let's do it. And let's just have the rain, the sound of the rain. So beautiful. The waters of the earth. The beautiful waters of the earth. The water element. The oceans and the rivers. The lakes. So let's just see what the Lord wants. Okay, this is the Gabriel message number 40. So just sit down. The Gabriel message number 40. Trust in the universal flow of good and know there is a perfect outworking in all situations. Dear one, the Divine Presence is an omnipotent energy, everywhere present with an infinite capacity for good. This energy flows through you and surrounds you at all times. There is never a time when you are not a part of this energy flow of God, which is divine love. In this you can place your trust. You can also be assured that regardless of where you are or what the situation is, all energies flow to the highest good for all concerned at all times. And here's a little practice. You can set an intention in your mind or on paper for what you want to see manifest in your life. This gives direction to the universal flow of energy. It's like holding a vision of your target in your mind and then taking aim with a bow and arrow. When you release the arrow, you trust it will go where you aim it. The power of God is the energy behind the release of the arrow, but you are the one who takes aim. When you clearly know what qualities you want in your life, this universal energy will flow where you want it, following the direction of your intention. The qualities we refer to are qualities of consciousness, like peace, love, harmony, joy, divine order, and abundance. All these words have been used to describe qualities of the higher power, and as they manifest through the universal flow of energy in your life, they create the perfect outworking of your soul's expression in every situation. God wants you to experience happiness, love, and all that is good. You have a divine right to ask for these qualities to manifest. Regardless of your circumstance, begin now to be very clear about what qualities you want in your life. Write them down. Post them in a place where you will be reminded. You can set the course for your life in this way. Review your intentions often and remain aware of them when circumstances seem upsetting. It is in those moments of upset that you can clearly ask for divine order and harmony to manifest. After that, you need to let go and trust. The grace of God is available to all who ask and know what qualities they want to manifest in their lives. Remember your guidance for today. Trust in the universal flow of good and know there is a perfect outworking in all situations. That was beautiful, wasn't it? That was so beautiful. So we just all we have to do is ask. These it's the divine qualities. It's the qualities of God, which are peace, love, beauty, well-being, wisdom, clarity, oneness, all these divine qualities. Ask yourself, which one do I want to focus on? I want to have more peace in my life. Just point your arrow at the peace, and God will send it off, and peace will manifest. It's really like we're at this marketplace, and God has lined it all up. And He's saying, what do you want? But for you to choose those things, and you have to believe that you deserve it. And that's where the problem is, has been. It's not anymore. Because the whole thing of your life, you are meant to live in beauty, love, joy, wisdom, all these things, goes against what we have learned, because we've got to hate ourselves so much and be in the darkness that we didn't realize that was possible, or that we deserved it. We did not believe that we deserved that. And that belief has been holding us back. But it's all lined up. We can just pick. I want that. I want that. I want beauty. I want love. I want good relationships. I want all this. And God will give it to you. It will come to you naturally when you stop believing that you don't deserve it, or you have not forgiven. There's someone you have not forgiven, and that you can't love. That will hold you back from getting all these beautiful things. So the more we tidy up and just start to love, let go of all the self-hatred and the hatred of others, everything we want will come. It's completely natural. But we didn't learn that. Being a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful human being filled with joy and wisdom and love is completely natural for you. That's your natural state. You've just been lost from it. And when we get it, and that's really the work, we get it, oh, okay. Okay. My life is meant to be this magnificent experience where I unfold like the most beautiful flower, the most beautiful tree, and what I bring is very, 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 very powerful and precious. It's exactly the same for each and every one of us. All we have to do is just let go of all that did not align with that. So beautiful. So, let's see what the angel, life angel, wants to tell us today. I had a feeling it was upside down. See, that's perfect. Delight. We're meant to live in delight. We're meant to be delight for others. Delightful. A delightful human being. Full of delight. This will only happen when we allow it to happen. So, I wanted to talk about animals, and I think that will be another video, because this is it gets too jammed in. This video is meant to be quite meditative and just where we really connect with this our beautiful souls, God within. So it's yeah, for this for us to feel this deep place within us, there can't be too many words. So I send you all my love where you are. We finished today, and bless you on your journey, and I pray and wish for you that you let go of the past and of people, whatever has happened to you. Let it go, release it, and feel how you become lighter and life changes so beautifully. Keep it simple, sweetheart. Kiss. K-I-S-S. Keep it simple, sweetheart. See you soon, my friend. Bye.